After a strong win in week 1 of the BBR, we are taking on Ant and his Sacramento Blings in week 2. Our opponent is coming off a loss week 1, so they'll be looking to bounce back. If you go on to enjoy the video and want to see more Draft League content, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we are very close to our goal of 1.5k subscribers. Our team, in case you did forget, consists of Tera Zarude, Iron Bundle, Ogrepon Cornerstone, Speed Boost Blaziken, Swampert, Corviknight, Pheasantipity, and Dusknoir. ItzWhateva's team has some pretty scary threats into us though. His round 1 pick was Palafin, and if you look closely at our team, we don't really have a good water resist, so that's going to be scary. Ogrepon Heartflame is another Pokemon I really don't switch into since its dual stabs hits everything but Blaziken neutrally, and Blaziken isn't really that bulky. Tera Necrozma is the other major threat on the team, as it's insanely unpredictable. In mocks, I fought Dragon Dance sets with Tera Electric, Trick Room sets with Tera Psychic, bulky Calm Mind sets with Tera Fairy. It's just impossible to predict what it will do. He does have a good defensive backbone with Tinglu, Tera Wolchianing Bellybolt, and some nice hazard control with Glamora and Noivern. Revavroom is the only thing stopping our own Ogrepon from going crazy, but it does bad into the rest of our team, so I'm not sure it will come. With all this being said, this week we are pulling up with Tera Dragon Zarude, and it has the potential to go crazy. First of all, Tera Dragon allows us to defensively handle both Palafin and Ogrepon Heartflame, as neither really has reason to run super effective coverage. Offensively, our dual stabs hit everything incredibly hard, especially because I don't see Wo-Chien making an appearance here. We've decided to go bulk up plus jungle healing, as there are plenty of options to status our Zarude, and that would be very bad. We need Tera Zarude to go nuclear this week if we want a chance to win this game. Next up is our Iron Bundle, and it gives us a really good speed control option here. On the surface, it doesn't seem like my opponent has great Iron Bundle switch-ins, but a specially defensive Bellybolt avoids it to a KO. Regardless, it's still a pretty strong Iron Bundle matchup where our dual stabs with Freeze Dry will do a lot of work. Encore is there as a last move slot to account for a Calm Mind and Necrozma or something of sorts. Unfortunately, I can't really run Flip Turn or U-Turn this game because Bellybolt has static, and a paralyzed Iron Bundle is as good as a dead Iron Bundle. Then we have our dedicated lead once again. Outside of Revavroom, Ogrepon Cornerstone does go absolutely insane here. It's a pretty straightforward set this week with Story's Dance plus Horn Leech, as this will allow us to get back to sturdy in some specific situations. The only Ivy Cudgel resist is Tinglu and Revavroom, which is why we also have the Stomping Tantrum. Then we have our defensive backbone for this week, starting off with Swampert. We are physically defensive with a Rindo Berry here to account for coverage on Glamora, but it can also be used as a lure to Ogrepon Heartflame and pick up a surprise kill on it. We mainly want to get up our rocks with this guy, and Roar is there in case Dragon Dance Necrozma gets out of hand. Next up, we have physically defensive Corviknight with the Rocky Helmet, and honestly, this might be one of the worst sets I've ever made, but I promise there's some sense behind it. This is just to be used as a Palafin pivot, as I don't really expect it to run Choice Band into an Iron Bundle team. Usually in an Iron Bundle matchup, Palafin runs a Yachi Berry with Drain Punch to be able to catch Iron Bundles off guard. I could see him be bulk up though, and that's where this set comes in. Metal Sound is the tech, and it's here so if Palafin bulks up on us, we can lower its special defense by 2, U-turn into our Iron Bundle, and guarantee a kill with Freeze Dry, even if it's specially defensive. We also have a negative speed nature, so this allows us to outslow Tinglu and give us the opportunity to slow U-turn out on it and even roost on it without being hurt by Earthquake. Lastly is physically defensive Mesprit, which will be our main answer to Tera Necrozma. We have the trademark Citrus Berry, allowing us to avoid a 2 KO from X-Scissor at +1, and if it happens to be Calm Mind or some other set like that, we can Encore it. Thunder Wave is there in case it is not a Tera Electric Necrozma. That is the whole squad for this week. Let's hope our Tera Dragon Zarude can carry us to victory. Alright, welcome in everybody for week 2 of the BBR. We're taking on ItzWhateva, aka Ant. He did not bring the Glamora, but he brought the Revavroom instead. Okay, well, I really did not expect Revavroom to come at all. But I do have Stomping Tantrum on my Ogrepon, which I assume is the main thing Revavroom is here to check. Now, it could potentially be a lead Revavroom, and that would suck. I think I'm going to stay with the plan of leading off with our Ogrepon, and if he decides to lead off with the Revavroom, then, you know, he leads off with it. We just have to deal with it accordingly. Otherwise, we're in a pretty good position to just go ahead and fire off an Ivy Cudgel. Cudgel into Stomping Tantrum should kill the Revavroom. So, with that being said, let's hop into the game. Good luck, have fun to Ant. Hopefully, we're able to pick up another win. Okay, let's see what Ant decides to lead off with. This is the Revavroom. Yes, it is. Okay, so it seems like Ant was prepared to counter lead. Now, do we see an air balloon here? We do not see an air balloon. Okay, interesting. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to see just an Iron Head come off here, or if we're going to see a parting shot, but I kind of do feel like just going for a Stomping Tantrum, really, because I feel like they might end up going for a parting shot, predicting me to go out into Swampert or something like that. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go ahead and Stomping Tantrum. I fully expect this to be it's not Shookaberry. So, okay. He's Rocky Helmet. Oh, okay, so he's going to just kill me now. All right, sounds good. That's okay. He did catch me there, but you know what? I'm honestly kind of okay with that because I can just go into my Swampert now, and that gives me the possibility of going up for my rocks. All right, so I think I'm actually just going to go out into my Zarude, and we're going to get our Tera off. We're just going to go ahead and Tera Dragon so we can get a good resist to Ogerpon going, and then we're going to go straight for a knockoff. I'm not sure if he's like full physically defensive. It doesn't kill. Like, it seemed like he would have been full physically defensive if he's not dying to that Stomping Tantrum, but actually he took a little bit more than that, so he doesn't seem to be full physically defensive. So we'll just go ahead and we'll Tera and we'll click knockoff. So yeah, this should go ahead and kill. Yeah, it does. All right, nice. We do get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, but that's okay. I mean, I definitely think Ant gets the best out of this trade with the Reverum for the Ogerpon. I probably should have gone out into Swampert. So Palafin comes in. Interesting. I think I just want to go for a bulk up here, because I'm not exactly sure like what they might decide to go into next, honestly. They could hard switch out into their Ogerpon actually, and that probably locks me into Encore if they have it. So I'm kind of okay at the same time with just going for I do think I want to go for a bulk up, because then if anything I force them to go for the Encore. I just want to go for a knockoff. Yeah, they're going to switch out. I assume they're going to go hard out into their, either they're going to go Belly Bolt or they're going to go into Ogerpon. They potentially have Encore for me, so that's why I don't want to, yeah. So this is what I expected him to, like, want me to go for a bulk up so he could just lock me into bulk up. Yeah, so he just wanted me to go for a bulk up so that he could lock me into it with Encore, but we're not falling for that. And I think at this point, I am just going to go for another knockoff. If he has Play Rough, he has Play Rough, but I didn't see any Play Rough in any mock, so I don't know if he would have it. But we're about to find out. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Knockoff again. They are actually just going to switch. Is this going to be their Belly Bolt? Fat Gum, that seems to be a Belly Bolt. That seems like a Belly Bolt to me. And we're going to knock this guy off as well. And this guy's also Rocky Helmet. Okay, so yeah, just two Rocky Helmet guys. I expect them to Volt Switch so they can potentially go out into the Ogerpon again. So I think I'll take this opportunity to go out into my Swampert and get up my rocks. Right, so we're going to see a switch. Let's see what he does. There's also the possibility that he goes for like a Reflect, that he goes for a Toxic, that he potentially even goes for a Soak. So let's see. So he's just going to go for Acid Spray. Okay. So that's the way of dealing with Zarude. You know what? I kind of respect that. And I think at this point, I do just want to get my rocks up, even though I'm pretty certain they might just go out into their Ogerpon. So if they go Ogerpon, yeah, I'll just have to go out into my Zarude, I guess. Earthquake does about like 50% to the Ogerpon. That's pretty good damage, like into everything, to be honest. So you know what? I am just going to go for an Earthquake here. So they are going to switch out. They probably do just go into Ogerpon if I had to guess. Yeah, Endeavor comes in. That's okay. Because if I go for rocks, then they can potentially lock me in. So I don't want that. So we'll do a nice little Earthquake onto this guy. That doesn't quite kill. I'm at 96%. I should be able to kill this with an Earthquake here, to be honest. And if they go for Power Whip, they have a very low chance of killing me. So with that being said, I do just want to go ahead and click Earthquake again. They have the Horn Leech. Okay, but this shouldn't give them enough HP to live, right? I don't think this gives them enough HP to live. It's going to be close. Probably going to be a roll if I had to guess. Let's see. No, it does just pick up the KO. Okay, nice. So if we start setting up with our Zarude, I assume the Ogerpon was their main way of dealing with it, so that should be kind of out of the way there. We're going to go out into All Might. Okay. I think I'm actually going to take this opportunity to figure out if they are Choice Banded or not. Because if they are not Choice Banded, they cannot kill me, even if they're like Punching Gloves. So in case they're Bulk Up, I do just want to click Roar so we can scout that. So they just go Liquidation. Okay, that doesn't kill. So this guy is not banded. That is good to know. Liquidation, interesting, but not banded. All right, not banded. Go out into Belly Bolt so I can get my rocks up. Or Tinglu. Oh, that works. I can get my rocks up. I can absolutely get my rocks up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just get our rocks up. So we're gonna get our rocks. Do they just decide to kill us? Because if they do just decide to kill us, no, they just go for rocks. Okay, so we still get a liquidation off, which is nice. We are boots on our bundle, so if we can't defog, it's not that big of a deal. But this liquidation, if it's a Spadef Tinglu, we're doing about 40-ish%, 30-something%. So let's just see how much damage it does. Okay, that did 50%. So this seems to be a very Spadef Tinglu, if I had to guess. Let's see if my iron bundle is capable of taking it out. I don't quite think my bundle is capable of taking it out from here, just because it seems to be Spadef. So we're gonna go out into our Zarude. If he's body pressed though, he should be physically defensive, right? That damage on from Swampert, like that did like 50%, like over 50%. And the only way it can do that actually is if he's like no HP. Well, I'm very confused with the oh, I was in torrent range. That's right, I have to take that into account. Okay. Good job me for remembering that. Could this be physically defensive? It could be, and I could have just gotten a high roll. Actually, it can't be full phys def, so maybe it's not. But ours are rude regardless. I think we're just gonna go ahead and click the power whip button here, just in case he has whirlwind. He's gonna withdraw. Okay, is he going hard out into his belly bolt? Let's see how much he takes from this power whip. All right, he takes about 30-something%, right? Okay, he does get the static too. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are capable of jungle healing if we want to. We are capable of just jungle healing, which I think is what I'll do here. I think I will just jungle healing, just to see what he wants to go for. So he's going to be faster than me. Okay. Is he just going to Volt Switch? Let's see if he just decides to Volt Switch, or if he does go for the Acid Spray. He's going to go for the Slack off of his own. All right. So this Belly Bolt. Belly Bolt. If it's full Fizz Def, which it seemed to be, at +1, my Power Whip is 2-hit KOing him, so I'm going to go for the Power Whip. And if he wants to go for Acid Spray, look, it's not stab, so it shouldn't be doing that much damage, really. So yeah, we'll see the Acid Spray come off here. It's going to do like 30%. Let me think about this, because what do I think they do here? They might just slack off. If they slack off, I think a knock into a Power Whip will kill, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go for a knockoff. Let's hopefully not get staticked. We don't get stacked. Okay, they just go for an Acid Spray. It's not really doing that much damage. I think a Power Whip, assuming we hit, should take this thing out. Power Whip should take this thing out if I had to guess. It's below 50, so max dies to Power Whip. Zarude, I just need you to land. We don't land. Okay, that's annoying. They just Volt Switch. Okay. That's so annoying. If okay, that's okay. We just can't tilt. You know, we just can't tilt. All for one. That seems to be the Necrozma. There it is. I mean, I assume it's going to be some sort of Calm Mindset or like Trick Room potentially even. It is Tera Psychic, but the fact that he brought it in, like he's, I don't know, maybe like Weakness Policy, maybe he's super fat. Because let me just calc. Zarude at +1 into Necrozma. I mean, yeah, they might be like super bulky, and I don't want to. I can't lose my Zarude really, otherwise I think I just might lose to the Palafin. So with that in mind, we're gonna go out into our Mesprit, and if this thing wants to go for any Calm Mind or anything like that, we will absolutely just encore it. So let's see. They are gonna Tera, all right. See if they're Dragon Dance. I assume they're going to be like Calm Mind, because if they're Acid Spraying and then Volt Switching into this guy, they're going to be special. So we have to calc this. Necrozma, Tera Psychic is doing an okay amount of damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to just Thunder Wave. Okay, are they going to go into Belly Bolt? Giant. Okay, not that's. Oh, this guy is still around. I for some reason I thought I had killed this guy, but clearly I haven't. Clearly I haven't. So with this in mind, I am just going to U-turn. It's U-turn. This guy Weakness Policy, it wasn't, right? I'm pretty sure I already hit this guy with a super effective move. Actually, I could just go Corviknight and get the slow U-turn. I think I want to do that. I think I'll go Corviknight because I am minus speed, so I should be able to underspeed this. So I'm just going to get the slow U-turn and just not risk anything. Just seems safer. Whirlwind. Okay. Who are you whirlwinding me out into? It's just the Zarude again. You know what? I'll take this opportunity to just jungle healing, honestly. I could also just power whip, kill this thing. Get more leftovers. And then Necrozma comes in. I can go on to my Mesprit once again. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'd rather do that. Just let's power whip. We do land. Okay, perfect. This thing is gone. So Fat Gum's going to come out again. Okay. Zarude, if we're looking at a belly bolt that is physically defensive, Power Whip has a very decent chance of knocking him out. Because he's at, what, 34%? That's a 75% chance for me to just KO him. Very tempting. I think I am just going to do that. Land Zarude. Nice. Kill. Nice. Alright, Zarude. Got the static. Annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. All for one. All right, this guy comes in again. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Mesprit. We're going to get our Citrus Berry because of the rocks. So we'll get the Citrus. Let's see if... I need to pay attention to see if this is 2-hit KOing. So this is doing from 243, right? It's taking me down to 136. That is doing 107. Could they potentially be Scarfed? If they could potentially be Scarfed, I need to Thunder Wave them. They're going to switch out into Palafin. Okay. I think they might be Scarfed. I can't take any more damage on this guy, that's for sure. So we're going to go out into our Corviknight. Does he click Liquidation? Yeah, he does click the Liquidation. That's okay. 179. That's Rocky Helmet. I'm going to Roost. Let's see if he goes for Bulk Up. CC. Okay. So I'm just gonna continuously Roost in this guy's face then, I think. Okay, so they're gonna switch out. They're going to switch out into the Necrozma. How do I not lose to Scarf Necrozma? I think taking... Yeah, I think I need to save Mesprit's health. Okay, we are going to go Mesprit just in case they're like Coal Mine or something, but I'm pretty sure. I also just want to see what they lock themselves into. Because if they lock themselves into Photon Geyser, then my Corviknight can maybe take a couple hits. They just go for the Heat Wave. Okay, this is going to give me the chance of going out into Zarude and Jungle Healing. It's what that's going to do. So let's go into Zarude. I'm pretty confident they're Choice Scarfed. So let's Jungle Healing Zarude. Let's just not get fully paralyzed. That would be sick if we just don't get fully paralyzed. All right, we get the Jungle Healing off. Sick. All right, this should put us out of range of Photon Geyser, I want to say. How much does Photon Geyser do? 266. So Zarude, if you hit this Power Whip, we might win the game. Dude! Oh my god. Flip turn. 302. Okay, how much does that do? Okay, it still shouldn't kill. But we hit that Power Whip, we win the game. I mean, we live any hit, and Necrozma doesn't get any Psychic type attack. So like, we just click Knockoff and we kill this thing, I'm pretty sure. Let's just click Knockoff. Yeah, it clicks Photon Geyser. As long as it doesn't crit, we should be okay. Doesn't kill. Knockoff comes off. Does kill. Okay. And then I think for safety, we knock off the freaking Palafin. We don't risk the Power Whip miss. We knock it off and then we go Bundle. It was Choice Scarf. And then we go Bundle. We click Freeze Dry. That's the safe way to win the game. Let's go for a knockoff. Zarude. Kill, please. It does just kill. Okay, so Tera Zarude, newsflash, guys. Tera Zarude might actually be broken. This guy is not okay. Oh, it was Assault Vest. I thought that makes sense. I mean, I thought it was like more Spadef with like Bulk Up and freaking like Yachi Berry. But you know what, Tera Zarude, you are OP and you might have to be banned in the future. I don't know. I'm just saying that this guy, he needs to be investigated, chat, because he might be a little too strong.